Okay, so it is 10:01 on my time. We have a small group today, so welcome Annie and Janet. You can hi Annie. Feel free to keep your camera on or off, whichever is comfortable for you. My name is Michelle. I will be guiding you through a 60 minutes vinyasa class. Today, we will focus more on the flexibility, so it will be a little bit more slower flow because that's what my body's feeling today. So you're always welcome to add on to whatever works for you. And we will start on the seated pose, and we will starting by a simple breathing practice. So hopefully that will help you to arrive on your mat and to settle in. So find a comfortable seat, whichever works for you. Okay. And taking a moment to settle in. So the breathing practice, it will be inhale on a count to 4 and exhale on a count to 4. So starting by inhale through the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And feeling your sits bones grounding down through the mat and sitting up tall, crown of the head, reaching up to the sky. And finding some gentle head rolls, maybe clockwise first, and then switching to the other directions. Now bring your right palm on the side and lift your left arm up, big side body stretch. So stretching out your whole left side body. One more inhale to reach. And exhale back to center, switching side, reaching your right arm up and over, still grounding down through both sits bones. And notice if your right shoulder start to slouch forward, try to keep both shoulders in one line. And exhale, coming back to center. This time reaching both arms long. Inhale. And find some just big body circles or reach towards the right, forward, and left, and back. One more on this direction in your own term. Notice if there's any tight spot on your spine. And now we're switching side. So back, left, forward, right. And one more time, gently warming up our spine. And coming back to center, place your palms by your hips. As you inhale, lift your heart, press into both palms, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Exhale, tuck and curl, round your spine. Inhale to lift. Exhale, tuck and curl. And coming back to center. Now bring your right shin in front of your left. So your right shin should be parallel to the short edge of the mat. As you inhale, sitting up tall. As you exhale, fold forward. So feel the stretch of your right hip, your right thigh. And can you find our breathing practice that we did at the beginning of the class? So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. One more round of breath here. Feel the stretch. As you exhale, coming back to center, take your time. Now bring your right leg, your right knee align with your hip. So your leg will look like this. So this is your right leg. So you should feel the stretch in your inner thigh. So lean your upper body back any amount. If at any point it feels too much, just backing up a little bit and coming back to your breath. One more 4 rounds of breath here. To exhale, coming back to center, crossing your right leg over to the left. We will find one seated twist. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, twist right. So gazing towards your right shoulder. As you inhale, lengthening your spine. As you exhale, you twist. Tuck in your belly to help you twist. Now coming back to center, we now will switch side. So bring your left shin in front of the right. Your left shin parallel to the short edge of the mat. Inhale, sitting up tall. And exhale, fold forward. So maybe you notice the difference between the left hip and the right, and know that it is completely normal to feel the difference between both sides. And find your breathing practice here. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. One more rounds of breath here to stay. As you exhale, slowly rise up to center and bring your left knee out. So left knee parallel to your hip, your left shin parallel to the long edge of the mat. And just leaning your upper body back any amount. It might not look much, but you should feel the stretch in your left inner thigh. Big breath in, feel your belly expand. Big breath out. Now coming back to center, crossing your left leg over to the right. Find our seated twist to the left. So inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, twist left. Gazing towards your left shoulder. Sitting up tall. Your whole spine is lengthened, although this is a twist. Now coming back to center, cross your legs and find your tabletop pose. So your shoulders right above your wrist, your hips align with your knees, spine is neutral, slightly tuck in your belly to maintain a neutral spine. Inhale, drop your belly, gaze up, cow pose. Lift your tailbone up. Exhale, cat. Dome the spine, pushing the floor away. Inhale, cow pose, gaze up. Exhale, cat. Dome the spine. Finding couple more rounds, cat-cows, or any organic movements that feels good in your body. Maybe some C shapes, some S shapes. You can pressing yourself forward and back to a child's pose. And checking in if there's any tight spot on your spine today. Every day is different. So honor what your body needs today. And find a neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes and have a seat on your heel. So a little toe squats, you can use your hands to bring your pinky toes out. So you have all 10 toes on the mat. As you inhale, extend both arms wide. Exhale, find the eagle arm. So wrapping your right arm underneath your right. Find one bind or both. Bring your shoulders down, elbows up, hands moving away from you. So feeling a stretch of your upper back, your shoulder blades. Still trying to tuck in your belly so your spine is long. One more inhale here to stay. And exhale, release. We go straight to the other side. So wrapping your left arm under your right, find one bind or two binds. Bring your shoulders down, elbows up, hands moving away from your face. Stretching out our upper back. One more inhale here to stay. And exhale, release your hands and toes. Bring your palms on the mat. Can you lift your knee up just 1 inch above the mat? This should feels good to release your ankle here and lift your heart. And exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, reaching both arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. 2 more. Inhale to reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Closing your eyes. I invite you to set an intention for your practice. Can be as simple as to tune in and to focus on your breathing for the next 60 minutes. Take an inhale to acknowledge your intention. And open mouth, exhale. Open your eyes. Find your tabletop and your first downward facing dog. So tucking your toes, lift your hips up, pressing down through all 10 fingers of your hands. Your feet should be about hips width distance or maybe higher, maybe wider for this first downward facing dog. Really working on lifting your tailbone up towards the sky so you can bend your knees a lot here and keep pressing your chest towards your thigh. Big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Lift your right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend your knees, open up your hips. Use your knees to make some big hip circles, circling up your ankles, your thigh. Notice if you're dumping your weight to your left palm, so try to have your weight still evenly distributed to both hands. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, low lunge. Bring your left knee down. So immediately feel the stretch of your um, left thigh, your left hip flexors. Draw your navel in, lengthening your tailbone down, light on your fingertips. Rise up, crescent lunge, reaching both arms up. Bring your palms to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, find a twist towards your right side. You can keep your palms in your heart center or maybe extend both arms long and gazing towards your right fingertips. Your both hips facing towards the front of the mat. One more inhale here to stay. Exhale, coming back to center, bring your palms to heart center. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, half split, straighten your front leg. Flex your right toes towards your face. Option to shifting your weight forward and back a couple times, warming up our right hamstrings. Gazing towards the front of the mat, tuck your back toes, straighten both legs, modify pyramid pose. So shorten your stand, your left toes about 45-degree angle, pointing towards the front of the mat. You can keep a micro bend in your right knee. Let your upper body hang heavy here. Feeling the stretch of your both hamstrings. And try to bring your right hip back, left hip forward. So you're squaring your hips towards the front of the mat. Now walk your hands forward. Find a standing split. So lift your left leg up, balancing on your right foot. Still trying to square your pelvis down. So maybe your left toes cannot lift too high, and that's okay. Can find some tiny pulses towards your left leg, squeezing your glutes. Start to building up some heat in your body. Tiny pulses, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, low lunge. Easy twist, reach your right arm up. You can stay right here or option for a quad stretch. So bend into your left knee. Maybe grab a hold of your left foot. Find a quad stretch here. One more inhale here to stay. And exhale, release. And find your downward facing dog. Nice job. So that is our warm-up flow for the right side. We now will repeat that on the left. So inhale, lift your left leg long, three-legged dog. Bend your knees, opening up your left side body. Using your left knee to make some big hip circles, circling up your ankles, your thigh. And trying to keep your weight evenly distributed to both palms. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, low lunge. Lower your back knee down. And pause here. Feel the stretch of your right hip flexors. Light on your fingertips, tuck in your belly, using your core. Rise up, crescent lunge. Bring your palms to heart center. Inhale here, lengthen your spine. And exhale, twist left. So same options with the arm here. You can keep your palms in heart center or maybe extend both arms long. And finding your balance, your both hips facing towards the front of the mat. One more inhale here to stay. And exhale, coming back to center. Inhale, your back bend. Lift your heart. Exhale, half split. Straighten your left leg. Flex your left toes towards your face. Shifting your weight forward and back couple times. Warming up our left hamstrings. You might feel this in your lower back as well. Gazing towards the front of the mat, tuck in your back toes, straighten both legs, shorten your stand. Pyramid pose, so upper body hand heavy towards your left leg, stretching out our both hamstrings. Head and neck relax here. Big breath in through the nose. And big breath out. Still trying to bring your right hip forward, left hip back. So square both hips towards the front of the mat. Walk your hands forward. Standing split, so lift your right leg up, balancing on your left foot. Bring both hips in one line and find some tiny poses. Squeeze your glutes. Tiny poses 4. Building up heat 3, 2, 1. Low lunge. Easy twist. Lift your left arm up this time. An option to stay right here, or you can find a quad stretch. So bend your right knee, grab a hold of your right foot, find a quad stretch on the other side. Deep belly breath in. And as you exhale, release. Tabletop to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Find a rat dog fold. So feet above hips with distance, upper body hand heavy here. Option to grab opposite elbows. You can sway from side to side. Head and neck relax. Decompressing our spine. Release both palms on the mat. One vertebra at a time. Coming up to standing mountain pose. Take your time. Standing mountain pose, grounding down through all 4 corners of your feet. Extend all 10 fingers wide to receive energy from your room. Big inhale. And open mouth exhale, standing up tall. You are strong. Inhale, upward salute, reaching both arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose. Plant your palms. Step both feet back. Your hips should be aligned with your shoulders. Imagine yourself puffing up the middle point of your shoulder blades. Your core is definitely engaged here. You got this. We lower down in 3, 2, 1. Lower down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Inhale, low cobra. Lift your heart. And exhale, press yourself back to downward facing dog. So that is our flow for today. We will revisit that flow many times in the practice. You're always welcome to do add-on. You can skip it, make adjustments based on your body need. This is your practice. Inhale, your right leg rises. Exhale, Low lunge, step it through. Keep your back knee lifted this time. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, can you sink a little lower? Inhale, warrior two, open up. So spin your back heel down, extend both arms long. Keep peeling your right thigh open, right knee right above your right ankle. Bring your shoulders away from your ear. Inhale to reverse, reaching your right arm up and over. Exhale, side angle, bring your right arm down, left arm up. Feel your whole spine is long. Coming back to center, straighten both legs, shorten your stand, reverse triangle, reaching your right arm up and over, stretching out your whole right side body. As you exhale, bring both hands on your waist and start to tilt your hips towards the left side and lower your upper body down. You want to make sure your whole side body is facing towards the long edge of the mat. So this pose, we really want to focus on have your weight evenly distributed to both feet, and also you're using your core so your whole spine is long, so no collapsing here. If you feel stable, you can extend one arm or maybe both arms long. If you have a water bottle or a block, you can use them underneath your right arm to help you bring up the floor for you a little bit here. One full round of breath here. Exhale, coming back to center. Star pose, reaching both arms up, toes in, heels out. Goddess squat, bend your knees, squat down. Bring both hands on your thigh. Can you lift your right heel up, down? Lift your left heel up, down. Now lift both heels up. Squeezing your glutes, working on our ankle strength. Tiny pulses here. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wide-legged forward fold. So toes in, heels out. Fold on down. You have options here. You can just stay in this wide-legged forward fold. You can bend one knee, bend the other. Taking a moment here to reset. Now walking yourself forward, pivot all 10 toes forward, low lunge. Lower your back knee down. Inhale, easy twist. One more time. And exhale, plank pose, and find your flow. So lower down halfway or all the way down. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job. Inhale, your left leg rises. Exhale, crescent lunge. Keep your back knee lifted, reaching both arms up. Inhale. Exhale to sink low. Inhale, warrior two, open up, spin your back heel down, pressing into the knife edge of your right foot, gazing towards your left fingertips. Core is engaged. Keep peeling your left thigh open, strong warrior two. Inhale to reverse, reaching your left arm up and over. Big side body stretch. Still commit to the bend in your left knee. Exhale, side angle, reaching your left arm down, right arm up. Long spine, gazing towards your right fingertips. Coming to center, straighten both legs, shorten your stand. Inhale, reverse triangle, reaching your left arm up. Stretching out whole left side body. Exhale, bring both hands on your waist. Tilt your hips towards the right side and lower your upper body down. So same reminder as the other side. You want to make sure your whole side body is facing towards the long edge of the mat. Imagine yourself is between two panels of the glass. So everything is aligned in this triangle pose. Option to extend both arms long, or you can keep your hands on your waist. One more 4 rounds of breath here. You got this. And exhale, rise up and finding your star pose, reaching both arms up. Big inhale. Exhale, goddess squat, squatting down. Bring your palms on your thigh. We find shoulder rinse this time. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. One more time on each side. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, star pose. Stretch it up. Bring your toes in, heels out. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. And this time I offer you a different option. So for twisting, so bring your left palm on the mat as you inhale, reaching your right arm up. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, your left arm reaches long. Exhale, release. Walk your hands to frame your left foot. Low lunge, lower your back knee down. Inhale, easy twist. Reach your left arm up. Exhale, plank pose and find your flow. Let's find a child's pose. Drink some water, towel off. Nice job. We have some more work to do before we coming back down to the mat. So when you're ready, we all meet back in downward facing dog. Let's find one collected breath here. Inhale through the nose. And open mouth, exhale. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink your hips low, reaching both arms long. If there's any pain in your shoulder, option to bring your palms to heart center. Your weight is in your heel. Your core is engaged. Slightly untuck your tailbone to maintain a long spine. Can you challenge yourself? Maybe today you sink a little lower, feeling that burn in your thigh. One more inhale here to stay. And exhale, can you sink 1 more inch lower? Inhale, upward salute, stretch it out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose and find your flow. We all meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, warrior two. Open up. Inhale to reverse, reaching your right arm long. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, find reverse triangle. Both legs are straight. Exhale, triangle pose. And pause here for one full round of breath. As you exhale, coming back to center. This time, pivot all 10 toes forward. Bring your palms on your waist. Can you find an airplane pose from here? So start to lift your left leg up, balancing on your right foot. Your both arms reaches back, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Your chest is lifted. Keep kicking your left heel towards the back of the room while reaching the crown of the head forward. Micro bend your standing leg to help you balance. You got this. We lower down to standing split in 3. Stay with me, 2. 1, standing split, release both hands down. Keep kicking your left foot up. Building strength on our right leg. Low lunge, step your left foot back. Plank pose and find your flow. Know that you always have options to skip it. We will all meet back in downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg rises. Exhale, warrior two, open up. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Both legs are straight. Exhale, triangle pose. And pausing here for one full round of breath. If your mind starts to wander, coming back to your intention, coming back to your breathing. Now rising back to center, bring both palms on your waist. Pivot all 10 toes forward. You know where we're going. Find your airplane pose, so balancing on your left leg, lift your right leg up, kick your right heels back. Bring both palms facing down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Engage your core. Chest is lifted. You got this. Soaring up on the sky. Find your balance. We lower down to standing splits in 3. Stay with me, 2. 1, standing split. Beautiful. Keep reaching your right leg up, squeezing your glutes, building strength. Low lunge and plank pose. Find your flow. From downward facing dog, this time, walk your hands back to meet your feet. And your feet should be about mat width distance, heels in, toes out. Find your Malasana squat. So this pose, we are really working on opening up our hips and our thigh here. But in the same time, can you also thinking about lengthening your tailbone, lengthening your spine. So think about reach your crown of the head up towards the sky while reaching your tailbone down. So your whole spine is long and your belly also should be engaged here. So no collapsing. Use your elbow to help pressing your thigh open. Find one deep belly breath in here. Big breath out. Bring your palms on the mat. Straighten both legs. Find gorilla pose so your feet about hips width distance. Flip your palms and slide your palms under your feet so you're standing on top of your palms. Your toes touching your wrist. Bend your knees a lot. Let your belly rest on your thigh. Your head and neck relax here. Using your body weight to massage your feet, not massage your palms rather. We've done some chaturanga here, so this is our opportunity to sending some love to our palms. Now release both palms out. Walk your palms forward and find your downward facing dog. Bend your knees, gaze forward. Travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. One vertebra at a time, coming up to standing mountain pose. Take your time. Inhale, upward salute, reaching both arms long. Exhale, chair pose, sink low. Bring your palms to heart center. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist right. So your left elbow might be either between your knees or maybe at the outside of your right thigh. Keep pressing into your palms to help you twist. Notice if your left knee start to come forward, try to push it back so you have both hips aligned at the front of the mat. Shift your weight to your right foot. Lift your left leg up, flamingo pose. Duck your left foot back, revolve twist. Option to lower your back knee down right away. We will stay here for a couple more rounds of breath. So challenge yourself to settle in this not so comfortable pose. Your palms can extend long, or maybe you find a half bind or full bind if it's in your practice. And coming back to your breathing. One more 4 rounds of breath here to stay. As you exhale, bring your palms back to heart center. Release both palms to frame your front foot, pyramid pose. So straighten both legs. One more time. Notice if this one feels any different than the very first one we've done in our practice. Notice all the space you've created for yourself. Big breath in through the nose. And open mouth, exhale. Step your left foot forward, forward fold, one vertebra at a time, coming up to standing mountain pose. And pause here for 1 full round of breath to letting that side go before we move on. Inhale, upward salute, reaching both arms long. Exhale, chair pose. Bring your palms to heart center. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist left. So your right elbow might be between your knees or maybe at the outside of your left foot, left thigh. Keep pressing into your palms to help you twist. So strong. Now shift your weight towards your left foot. Lift your right leg up, flamingo pose. Tuck your right foot back, revolve twist. Option to lower your back knee down right away for a deeper twist. So same options with your arms. You can keep them at heart center. You can extend both arms long. Maybe you find a half bind in your lower back or full bind if you're feeling very flexible today. And coming back to your breathing, notice where is your breath. One more full rounds of breath here. As you exhale, bring your palms to heart center. Release both hands down. Pyramid pose, so straighten both legs. Let your upper body hang heavy here. And still trying to square your hips towards the front of the mat. Stepping your right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose. And pause here on your plank pose. We will move on to the side plank one time on each side. So bring your right palm in the middle of the mat. Spin both heels down, reaching your left arm up. So side plank, trying to have your hips align with your shoulder. Keep pressing your hips up. Use your core. So strong. You always have options to lower your lower knees down for some support. One more inhale here to stay. Exhale, plank pose. Let's go straight to the other side. Bring your left palm in the middle. Spin both heels down, reaching your right arm up. So keep lifting your hips up, building strength on your arms, on your whole body, really. Engage your core. Now lower your right hand down and pressing yourself back to a child's pose, reaching both arms long in front of you and bend your elbows. Find a reverse prayer. So stretching out our shoulders, our triceps here. Now release your hands down, sliding yourself forward so you're lying on your belly. We have 2 more back strengthening posture before we coming down. So bring your palms by your side. The first one is half locust pose. So we will only lift our chest for this first round. Starting by exhale out all your air to prepare. As you inhale, lift your heart, pressing down your pubic bone. Maybe you also press down through the tops of your feet. Think about lengthening your spine rather than back bend, so your whole spine is long. Inhale, one more lift, squeezing your glutes. And exhale, release, gaze right, left cheek on the mat. Bring your head back to center. The second round is full locust, so we will lift everything up. Exhale out all the air to prepare. As you inhale, lift your heart, lift your legs, lift your arms, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Your whole backside body is engaged. Engage your quadriceps here as well. So strong. Inhale, one more lift. You're flying on the sky. Exhale, release. Gaze left, right cheek on the mat. Bend your knees, windshield wipe. Release your lower back. Now pressing yourself up and have a seat in the middle of your mat. Extend both legs long. We find one forward fold before we lower down. So as you inhale, lengthening your tailbone, grounding down through both sits bones. Exhale, just letting your spine round here. So not using too much strength. You want to let the gravity to help your spine round. Let your head and neck relax. You have options here. If you want more stretch in your back, you can bend your knees more and try to keep your spine straight. If you want more hamstring stretch, you can try to straighten your legs and flex your toes. Two more full rounds of breath here. Slowing down. If you have your hands on your feet, release them one vertebra at a time, coming up. And lower yourself all the way down on your back and hugging your knees in. Massage your upper back, middle back, and lower back. You've done all the hard work. Now it is time for you to relax and to stretch. Keep your right knee hugged in. Extend your left leg long. And keep pressing your right knee towards your right armpit. Half window moving pose. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, twist your right knee towards the left and gaze right. Supine twist. Trying to have your right shoulder on the mat. If you have not already, I encourage you to close your eyes. Maybe you can practice our breathing exercise one more time here. So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Or just breathe normally, your choice. Now bring your right knee back to center. Squeeze your right knee in one more time. And we swap out the leg. So squeeze your left knee in. Extend your right leg long. And pull your left knee towards your left armpit. And take a big inhale. And exhale, supine twist, crossing your left knee over to the right and gaze left, closing your eyes. So I offer you one more time of our breathing exercise here. So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Option for you to continue the breathing exercise, or you can just breathe normally. Slowly coming back to center, squeezing your left knee in one more time. And this time bend into both knee and find your happy baby pose. So grab either from the outside or inside of your feet. And try to keep your whole spine on the mat. So press your tailbone down. You have options here. You can either keep your knees bent, keep trying to opening up your hips, or you can straighten one leg, straighten the other, find some final hamstring stretch. Remember to give yourself a big smile for all the hard work you've done for your body. Now hug both knees in, give yourself a big hug, and take the biggest inhale yet. And exhale, Shavasana. Taking up space, feet flap open, palms faces up, rolling your shoulders away from your ear, closing your eyes. Let yourself to think about absolutely nothing for the next minute or so, to give your body this opportunity to digest and integrate all the work you've done for your body. I will guide you out when it is time. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana for as long as it serves you. If you're ready to move on to your day, start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, gently rocking your head from side to side, and pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat in your own term. And bring your palms to heart center. Thank you all so much for joining me for the past 60 minutes to share your energy. And I hope to see you all again soon. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle.
you.
That was
Thank you
wonderful.
both. Hope you have a great rest of your day.
Have
You
a
too.
great weekend. See you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.